Hello and welcome to Theatre.Reviews with Paul Seven. I'm here at the National Theatre to see The Importance of Being Earnest, starring Ncuti Gatwa and Sharon D. Clarke. Did you know Oscar Wilde was gay? Did you realise The Importance of Being Earnest is packed with references to the Victorian gay community? Well, I'd be surprised if you didn't, but after seeing Max Webster's production at the Lyttelton, you'll be in no doubt, because he takes Wilde's subtle lines and nuance and circles them with a pencil, underlines them with a marker pen, and colours them in with fluorescent highlighter. Keep watching to find out more about why this production misfires, and whether Doctor Who's Ncuti Gatwa and Sharon D. Clarke managed to save the day. Now, I should say I saw the last preview before the official opening night. Oh, but first, please, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We start with an added scene in which Ncuti Gatwa appears in a slinky dress in the middle of what appears to be a gay party. Then the curtain goes up on Oscar Wilde's actual play, with added text, added gestures, and added modern touches. Whenever Max Webster's production sticks to the text, it really works well. I mean, the central character, Algernon, is a kind of proxy for Wilde himself, decadent, amoral, and bubbling over with cynical epigrams, such as, in matters of grave importance, style, not sincerity, is the vital thing. Ncuti Gatwa is a very good Algie, cool, laid back, with a mischievous smile. He delivers those epigrammatic lines as they're meant to be, clear and confident, defying argument. That he wears colourful, tight-fitting clothes and poses like a cat is all we need to suggest his fluid sexuality. By the way, the costumes and the sets are dazzling, but more of that later. His friend Ernest is played by Hugh Skinner, projecting the same kind of puppyish naivety that he brought to the character Will in W1A. Both the young men have secrets which will inevitably be exposed. Ernest, whose real name is Jack, is in love with Algie's cousin Gwendolen. The main obstacle to their marriage is her mother, Lady Bracknell, who cross-examines him for suitability and discovers that he was abandoned as a baby in a railway station in a handbag, leading to the most famous two-word line in theatre history. With all due respect to other members of the cast, Sharon D. Clarke is the saviour of the evening. Her portrayal of Lady Bracknell is every bit as authoritarian and formidable as it should be, which of course is what makes her ridiculous pronouncements about the rules of society so funny. I mean, you know the sort of thing. Fortunately, in England, at any rate, education produces no effect whatsoever. Making the character Caribbean in origin is inspired. Her slight drawl gives extra weight to every word. Before long, Algie too is in love with a woman, namely Jack's ward, Cecily. The girls have in common that they can only love a man named Ernest. I'm not going to say any more about how the plot unfolds and resolves, in case you're unfamiliar with it. But part of the joy of Wilde's dialogue is that you're left in no doubt that the young women are physically attracted to the men and more predatory, but without actually spelling it out. Yet, Ronkẹ Adékọluẹ and Eliza Scanlen, as Gwendolen and Cecily respectively, are required by the production to make clear their sexual arousal with shuddering bodies and flicking tongues. Gwendolen rolls her eyes and gives the audience lascivious looks, while Cecily talks like Miranda Richardson playing the Randy Queen in Blackadder. Far from trusting the audience to pick up on the subtext, bits of business are added throughout. I'm hard-pressed to find one addition that doesn't actually take away from the play's effectiveness. Here's some examples. To a list of overdue bills from the Savoy is added Dalston Superstore. When Algie and Jack come through a door, they're singing James Blunt's You're Beautiful. Faced with having to ask Lady Bracknell for help, Jack mutters, crap. The celibate Colonel Chasuble and Miss Prism, played with gentle affection by Richard Cant and Amanda Lawrence, won't admit they're attracted to one another, and their pussyfooting around the subject is what makes their relationship amusing. Not Canon Chasuble hiding an erection under his hat, which belongs in a 1970s farce. And when volumes of books which each cover a letter of the alphabet are picked out from the shelves, the first three are G, A and Y. Subtle it ain't. Now look, I'm fully at ease with modernising classics. It can breathe new life into them. It can add to our understanding of them. And I also think it's great that we honour Oscar Wilde as a gay man who courageously exposed Victorian hypocrisy and was persecuted for it. But frankly, this production does him and the audience, even non-theatre going Hovians, a disservice. Now, I know this production is running over Christmas, but that's no excuse for turning it into an adult pantomime. There's even a panto-style walk down at the end in which all the cast wear glittering, sexy costumes and enter to beat music, encouraging clapping along rather than applause. All the costumes, by the way, throughout the show, and the sets, designed by Rae Smith, are fabulous. They're bright, within a false proscenium arch, as if paying homage to the style of late Victorian stage plays. Oscar Wilde triumphs despite production, thanks to Ncuti Gatwa, Hugh Skinner, and of course Sharon D. Clarke, doing justice to his clever, witty, perceptive script. So I do give The Importance of Being Earnest at the National 3 stars. I hope you enjoyed this review, or at least found it useful, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe to this channel, and then you'll be the first to know about my future reviews. You can also follow me on my website, Theatre.Reviews, where you can read my reviews and also read my summaries of other critics' reviews. And of course you can follow me on most of the social media. Thank you for watching.